We acknowledge the financial support of the Government of Canada. Nous reconnaissons l'appui financier du gouvernement du Canada.
Welcome back for the streaming on YouTube and Facebook. I'm Daryl Davis, along with Mitch Braley and Mackenzie Braley. We're here for a men's open singles event early match between Lee Cullen of Brandon and Kurtis Cullen of Brandon and Lee Connell of Saskatoon. My bad on that one. I get them mixed up because I don't know why. They shouldn't. They just know them all. Evans, I'm being distracted. Sorry about that. Mitch, good to have you here. What are we looking for between these two going at it in the men's open event at the Canadian Racquetball Championships?
Yeah, looking forward to this one myself. It's like we had another match. Well, a lot of these matches we've seen, they're no strangers to each other. This is a pretty common quarterfinal matchup for a lot of our Canadian events. In the number 4 seed, number 5 seed, Kurtis Cullen, Lee Connell know each other exceptionally well, better than probably any other 2 players in this tournament. They played back in, I guess in terms of a head-to-head, I think Kurtis probably has the edge a little bit here. I know Lee did beat Kurtis 3 games straight back in November in Winnipeg at a selection event. He played very, very well there. They didn't play each other back in February in our other national team selection event, so their second meeting of the season, I believe. Big thing I watch for with them is the dry serve effectiveness of Kurtis. If he can get his dry serve rolling and he's hitting his lines well and he's getting where it needs to be, that tends to be where he takes over the match and makes Lee's life miserable. If Lee can return the serve well, get into some rallies and get scrappy, that's where things get really interesting, and we've seen Lee take those matches, make things really close. So curious to see how this one plays out.
Yeah, and you know that neither of them will ever coast through a point, either one of them.
No, never.
So it makes them fun to watch. Both of them, they're both...
For sure, in different ways. I mean, everyone knows Lee Connell's kind of that scrappy and just never gives up at a point and picks up a ton of balls, can hit a ton of unorthodox shots just because he's so strong and athletic. But, Kurtis, to his credit, his movement's really improved over these last few years, too. He's moving really well, serving well, shooting well. So it should be good.
Lee Connell is served at Kurtis Cullen. 0-0. Second serve.
Lob Z is the second serve, which I find interesting. Clearly something, again, that Lee has talked about with his coach, Tim Landrieu, going into the match.
Kurtis Cullen gets his first point, 1-1, first game. This best of 5 men's singles open. How many people hit it harder than Kurtis?
In Canada, I don't think anybody on the serve. The only one that'd be close would be Kobe Iwasa, and that's about it. Smart shot from Lee. Those are the Lee rallies that he wants. Kind of scrappy, just digging up a lot of balls, earning some opportunities, not allowing Kurtis to set his feet and keeping him off balance so he's not shooting and ripping balls.
That's been Lee's game for a few decades now.
Yeah, oh, exactly, yeah.
It's not that long, I'm only
Veteran.
kidding. Yeah. Oh, he caught Kurtis leaning a little bit on that one. He caught Kurtis leaning left, and he was going right. So.
I think, obviously, Lee doesn't have the power, and he's not known for a drive serve, but when he does get his drive serve in, it is very effective. He doesn't leave it off the back wall, hits really good lines as well. So I'm curious to see what his serving strategy is going to be here today.
And I like this court for drive serves. Tim Landry's coached almost everybody who's played on this court today, and he was talking earlier today about how the drive serves like to stay down, that they're not blasting off the back
not
wall.
at all.
So that's why look, all his athletes today have been hitting hard drive serves.
Just a replay, please. Replay 2.
2-2.
That's the exact rally Kurtis wants to, is he likes that weak return. He likes to step in and cut off balls and keep applying pressure. So, like, we've had a couple of Lee rallies that he wants to see. We've had the rallies that Kurtis wants to see. It's a matter of who's going to get more of what they want.
Kurtis wants a 3-shot rally.
Every time.
The longer it goes, the more Lee will like it.
Yeah.
Second serve. Side out. I saw a good shot. Three.
Lee Connell serving to Kurtis Cullen. 3-3.
Side out.
Oops.
Yeah, that's what he wanted, right? Got to set up off the back wall, forehand.
Took a funny spin off the back.
I didn't see what that hit him. That hit Lee.
Hit Lee.
Oh,
It came funny off the back glass. Had some turn on it, I think. And Lee was expecting him to go the other side of him. But spun at him. Lee had turned his back to look forward. 5-3. Kurtis Cullen leads Lee Connell.
It's a tough return.
Gee, he's done that twice.
Yeah, no,
In
that's
backcourt.
at least good at that shot, like where he stays low
Yeah.
and almost kind of guides it in, but guides it in low for that. I'll call it a re-kill off the back wall on that serve.
Pulls into a tie. 5-5. Lee Connell of Saskatoon against
5-5.
Kurtis Cullen of Brandon. This was one of the matches of the day today. When you woke up, you think this is a good one.
Yeah. Oh, every time you see on the schedule, for sure it is. It's really nice. That's just a great point from Lee. Quality shots, pressure the whole time, and then hits that really nice cross-court winner.
6-5.
Three-ball serve. Second serve for Lee Connell.
Second serve. I'm just going to call a replay on that.
Replay call by referee Terry Nelson.
Replay 6-5.
6-5. Replay on that one for Lee Connell.
That's a good return.
Calling back at the service box. 6-6. Kind of what we were expecting.
Oh,
6-6.
yeah, exactly.
And they're both playing their game the way you described it too, Mitch, right?
Well, that's it. Yeah. Yeah.
It hasn't taken, we've watched a lot of games, and usually it takes everybody a game almost to warm up, right? They're a little nervous or whatever. They're not hitting their shots, but it looks like these guys have come out right exactly prepared for
No,
what
it doesn't feel like that. Again, like we've seen some other matches earlier where I don't know if it's jitters, but just settling in where shots are missed or left high, and like they've been pretty sharp. Pretty sharp since 0-0.
They have been.
Yeah.
You made a point earlier about that they know each other so well. So you're walking in and you don't have to, it's natural to step into a game against each other because you've played so much, you know exactly what's coming and exactly what you have to do. So it seems to be a comfort. They're playing their games, so there seems to be a little comfort level by walking into a familiar situation.
Definitely, right? It's you can just tell, like, again, we go back like serve strategy. Like they know what they're serving.
Yes.
And second serve especially is telling, like, hey, they know there's some sort of weakness or gap they're trying to exploit. So they're comfortable serving, which leads to comfort in the rallies.
Yeah. Know your opponent.
Oh,
know
yeah,
your
for sure it
opponent.
is.
Right?
8-7.
Lee Connell serving. First game of this best of 5. Playing rally point. Up to 11. Win by 2. 8-7. Lee Connell serves to Kurtis Cullen.
It's a good put down from Lee.
Timeout. Scores 9-7.
Kurtis Cullen calls timeout. Trailing 9-7. Lee Connell serving in the game 1 of this men's open singles preliminary match. We'll take a break.
I'm Carla Munoz and I play with passion.
I play to be a role model for the kids.
I play for the adrenaline.
I play for the love of the game.
Gearbox Sports, la rencontre de la technologie et de l'art. Des structures aux matériaux en passant par la fabrication, aucune autre marque de sport ne s'approche du niveau d'innovation que Gearbox apporte à chaque jeu. Imaginez votre meilleur jeu. Augmentez l'intensité et entrez sur le terrain en...
We're back at the 2024 Racquetball Canada National Championships at the University of Calgary. I'm Daryl Davis, along with Mitch Braley and Mackenzie Braley, running all our technical stuff behind Terry Nelson, the referee.
I got a nice view.
He can stand wherever he wants, right? They're watching Lee Connell of Saskatoon serve against Kurtis Cullen of Brandon in the men's open singles event.
Short. Second serve.
So I think that was the adjustment I was thinking of for Kurt is it felt like he kind of not guided, but kind of like cut a few of those backhands there. So it wasn't hitting it square. That last one he stepped in and ripped in it, came clean. And I think that's the adjustment that he made from that timeout.
I think so, and I saw Evan Pritchard, his coach, kind of indicating that a little bit, that he was cutting the ball a little bit.
Right.
His backswing.
It's tough because you kind of get into like, I want the ball to go here, so you try to guide it there.
Yeah.
And trusting the swing and knowing, hey, to swing fully, confidently, and it's going to go there. You're hoping it's going to go there most of the time anyways.
Swing sometimes,
Yeah.
like a golf ball. Don't aim it.
That's
9-9. Lee
Commit to the shot.
Kurtis Cullen serves.
Better serve.
Ace serve. Winner serve. 10-9. Kurtis Cullen to Lee Connell. Game 1 of this best of 5. Got to win by 2. First one to 11. So this is a game point. Potential game point.
It's the best service hit this match. Felt like it had an extra probably 5-7 miles an hour on it. Yeah, so it's a quick turnaround. Great timeout from Kurtis, forcing Lee to take one himself here.
Right. Lee Connell calls a timeout at 9-10. Well, he's losing 9-10, but Kurtis Cullen serving 10-9. This men's open singles preliminary game. We'll take a break.
Gearbox Sports, la rencontre de la technologie et de l'art. Des structures aux matériaux en passant par la fabrication, aucune autre marque de sport ne s'approche du niveau d'innovation que Gearbox apporte à chaque jeu. Imaginez votre meilleur jeu. Augmentez l'intensité et entrez sur le terrain en toute confiance. Qu'il s'agisse de raquettes, de lunettes, de sacs ou d'autres équipements sportifs, nous avons tout ce qu'il vous faut. Magasinez chez Optic Sports, le distributeur canadien de Gearbox Sports. Trouvez-nous sur opticsports.ca.
Back for game one of this men's open singles preliminary game between the 4-seed Kurtis Cullen of Brandon and the 5-seed Lee Connell of Saskatoon. Just the way we expected. Kurtis Cullen serving 10-9, potential game winner. I'm Daryl Davis along with Mitch Braley. What's he serving here, Mitch? What's your guess?
I think he's going to go straight drive left again. He hit that last one really well. I think he feels like he might have a bit of a groove, so I think we're going to see a left side. Okay.
Good call.
Good
Set
finish.
it up. 3-shot rally that Kurtis Cullen likes to have so much, and usually off that power drive serve of his, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, that was the rally he wants, is just good serve, draw weak return, and then jump on that weak return for the third shot winner, right?
Kurtis Cullen wins the first game 11-9. We'll take a minute for a break.
I played a lot of matches when I was playing the WRT with the Gearbox ball. It's a different ball than the other ones. I think it's better for the game. It's durable. I think for fans it's going to be more enjoyable. The rallies are going to be a little longer, so it's going to be fun.
Montez en grade avec le programme de badge de Racquetball Canada. Notre programme enseigne les habiletés de racquetball en utilisant des progressions qui développent les habiletés graduellement en utilisant une variété de méthodes et d'activités amusantes pour créer un environnement positif tout en se concentrant sur les besoins de chaque athlète. La nature polyvalente du programme permet de modifier les activités pour s'adapter à toutes les aptitudes et capacités. Cela permet à chacun de donner le meilleur de lui-même. Visitez racquetballcanada.ca pour plus d'informations ou vérifiez auprès de votre club local les données du programme Badge.
Girls begin playing racquetball at a young age, but as they develop as athletes, they find fewer girls to train and compete with. As a result, they often end up in programs that don't always meet their social and physical needs, leaving them feeling they don't really belong. By programming specifically for girls and women, we can keep them playing the sport they love. Canadian Women in Sport and Racquetball Canada can help you with some great resources. Let's change the game.
Longtime national team members Kurtis Cullen of Brandon and Lee Connell of Saskatoon going at it here in a men's open early round matchup at the Racquetball Canada 2024 National Championships, University of Calgary. I'm Daryl Davis along with Mitch Braley. Mackenzie Braley's running all our technical stuff, putting in the commercials. Thanks for being here, you two. What a match we got. Kurtis Cullen wins the first one 11-9. It's a best of 5. Kind of established himself a little bit with that serve, Mitch, didn't he, in that first game?
Yeah, I think the last couple we saw, a little bit more pace. Line's been good. I think the big thing is, as long as he can get it in with good angle, it's not come off the back for Lee to shoot. That'll be a big difference maker here in the match.
Lee Connell jumped on now and changed the pace a little bit. 1-0, Lee Connell leading. Game 2 of this best of 5. Rally point, every rally gets a point. First one to 11 wins.
Nice angle from Kurtis. Nice wide angle pass.
Very nice rally, well played. Yeah. Short serve.
A bit of head shake from Kurtis, right?
How fast does he hit his drive?
Sorry?
How fast does he hit his drive, sir?
I think we have a gun here this week we'll be using, but I think he's kind of topped out about that low 160 miles per hour range.
Wow.
Because a lot of people, you hear like the anecdotes about 200 miles an hour, 180. If you've seen Kurtis hit live, and you see him be gunned on a legit radar gun at 160, there's no way you can look and say people were hitting it 10, 20, 30 miles an hour harder. So we've kind of debunked that, the myth about speed.
Yeah, because as we were saying earlier, nobody in Canada, we don't think anybody in Canada hits it harder than Kurtis Cullen does.
No, or few people are even in, internationally. So we could match it, right? But yeah, when he's on and dialed in.
Lanky body. First tournament I went to was a Keystone Classic years and years ago. Kurtis was about 8 years old. The racket was bigger than he was. He used to haul around, and he loved every opening in the courts. He'd be out there playing. And of course, I'm from Saskatchewan, so I've seen Lee play forever. I always tell Lee Connell, I've told you this, that he was my favorite player watching him play because Lee's so animated on the court. Right? I like watching them all, of course, but Lee says, sorry about that, Daryl. Right? And Kurtis is my roommate this week, so I can't cheer for either of them.
No, yeah, well,
cheer
that's good.
For or
the neutral commentator.
Yeah.
Second serve.
Just enjoying the game. It's a great game to watch. Two guys familiar with each other's game and playing hard. As Mitch said earlier, Lee's a scrappy type player. Kurtis a power player. Wants a 3-shot rally.
It's a nice nick lob.
That's Lee's first time on the floor, isn't it?
I think so. That's the first time we've seen, yeah.
Amazing that he got through one game.
Yeah.
Without a tie. Usually leaves a lot of skin on the hardwood, right?
That's a fantastic serve. Really good serve. Set that up entirely. I mean, Lee didn't make a bad return off, and he wrapped it.
Amazing to get a second swing at it.
Yeah, it was so low. I thought it wasn't going to come off the back. So props to Lee for being able to scrape that. Now see if Kurtis can generate anything and get some of that same height and pace over to the left.
Second serve for Cullen.
It's another shot Lee's sneaky good at. Is that spin on it, take his backhand to cut off.
Backhand, a little different
it's
angle on the backhand than the forehand. Yes, it is. Yeah. High risk.
5-3.
5-3. Lee Connell leading Kurtis Cullen. Lee's never tried high risk shots before, has he?
No.
Only once in a while.
Wasn't a bad serve.
No, it wasn't.
Wallpapered.
Yeah, that's why Connell's a little frustrated because he can't hit that return much better than Cullen just did.
That's what he's been looking for. I think that's the best serve he's hit to left all match, right, for the ace there. I mean, obviously you're not going to hit that every time or else it'd be an easy game, but if you can establish that into both directions, it doesn't allow Lee to jump on anything either.
Short. Second serve.
Second serve for Cullen. Long reach at Kurtis Cullen.
Oh, that's a tough miss from Lee. Tell himself half swing. I think he just thought he tried to take a little bit too big of a swing there when he didn't have time, probably leading to the skip. First jam serve we've seen from Cullen too. Everything he said has been straight so far, so curious to see if he'll throw in a little bit more. Lee handled it pretty well, but it's good to at least mix it up and let the night go when you can do it.
We're just going on a little bit of a roll here. Serving at 7-5. Lee Connell calls the timeout, trailing 5-7. Kurtis Cullen's won the first game 11-9. He's up 7-5 in this game 2 of the best of 5, and we'll take a break for a commercial.
Girls begin playing racquetball at a young age, but as they develop as athletes, they find fewer girls to train and compete with. As a result, they often end up in programs that don't always meet their social and physical needs, leaving them feeling they don't really belong. By programming specifically for girls and women, we can keep them playing the sport they love. Canadian Women and Sport and Racquetball Canada can help you with some great resources. Let's change the game.
After Lee Connell's timeout, Kurtis Cullen serving 7-5 in this game 2 of a best of 5 men's open singles. We're at the University of Calgary for the 2024 Racquetball Canada National Championships. I'm Daryl Davis along with analyst Mitch Braley for this game, and Mackenzie Braley's handling all the technical stuff. We're about to watch another drive serve. Whoop. You've been talking quite a bit, Mitch, about his drive serves, about Kurtis Cullen wants to establish them either way, right? Because you don't want Lee Connell to have a head start on either direction.
No, and you see that kind of last half of this game, he's finally dialed it in, or seems to have, because he's starting to get them in, more first serves, which is what he's looking for.
Probably don't want Kurtis Cullen hitting a forehand at that spot of the floor, right?
Yeah, not usually a recipe for success, no.
That's what he's mad at himself about. Force him to be on the move. 8-5, Kurtis Cullen leading game 2. He won the first one, 11-9.
Not much you can do there. That's just, that's about as perfect as you can hit that serve for an ace.
Your racket, it sounded like his racket hit the wall a little bit because it was right along it.
Yeah.
Lee Connell's racket hit the wall. 9-5, Kurtis Cullen serving. Kurtis Cullen switch it up, went left side that time after a couple of aces, after an ace.
Not a bad serve at all, but Lee, again, just finding a way to get into a rally is so important, because then he at least can earn those opportunities to hit some clean lines like he has, and see what he comes out firing with here. That's tough.
And it's own in the middle. This is why Lee's always so much fun to watch. I don't know who he's talking to half the time, but usually himself, right?
No, always, right? And he's never down and out. It could be 10-0, and he'd still be, pumping himself up, and they're giving 110%.
Got a bit of a run.
8-9.
Back in it at 8-9. Lee Connell serving Kurtis Cullen. With Lee Connell serving in game 2, it's 8 serving 9 against Kurtis Cullen. We'll take a break.
Gearbox Sports, where technology meets art. From structures to materials to manufacturing, no other sports brand comes close to the level of innovation Gearbox brings to every game. Envision your best game, turn up the heat, and step on the court with complete confidence. Whether it's rackets, eyewear, bags, or other sports gear, we have whatever you need. Shop the latest racquetball products at Optic Sports, the Canadian distributor for Gearbox Sports. Find us at opticsports.ca.
Chez Racquetball Canada, notre objectif est simple: offrir des programmes qui encouragent une passion pour le mouvement dans un environnement positif, amusant et...
Game 2 of this men's open singles event. Preliminary game, number 4 seed Kurtis Cullen, number 5 seed Lee Connell. We're in game 2 of the best of 5 at the 2024 Racquetball Canada National Championships at the University of Calgary. I'm Daryl Davis along with Mitch Braley. What serve's coming here? Since we've been playing against the serve.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like I said, Lee doesn't have the pace, but he's still been super effective with his drive serve. You know, that little stretch he's had here. And there's nothing wrong with that serve. Perfect angle, wallpaper, bounce out of that corner tough, and Kurtis couldn't scrape it out.
It's worked out for him. It's got him back right in it from because he was trailing 3 or 4 points, and now he's tied it at 9-9 with the serve and the momentum, if there is such a thing.
No.
There is such a
this
thing.
match has been, pretty tight until midway through the second. Oh.
That was another good serve. Kurtis did a good job getting it back. And
we caught the crack, and all Kurtis could do was float it, trying to get it floated deep cross court. He got the angle.
Yeah.
Tough shot for Lee.
10-9. Kurtis Cullen serving for the win.
You don't see that often.
Wow, that's amazing. Didn't expect that one. 10-10. Lee Connell back. Have to win by 2 in rally point games. First one to 11, but yeah, have to beat your opponent by 2 points.
Looks like he's going to swap to a drive Z here.
Oh, beautiful.
It's tough.
There's a Lee Connell rally, isn't it?
Yeah. No, this last half game has been just
exactly the way you described it earlier today. Though.
Yeah. Great mental toughness, though, when you're down 9-5 in rally point. That's pretty tough hill to climb.
Tough at 9, yeah.
But he's played great since that point, since that timeout that he took.
Lee Connell serving for the win at 10-9.
Short serve. Second serve.
Just short. Second serve for Lee Connell. 10-9. Once again, if he gets this point, he wins game 2.
Wow.
11-9, 9-11. First 2 games are tied. One apiece for Lee Connell and Kurtis Cullen as men's overseas. You may have heard Lee Connell leaving the court at the moment. We'll take a break while the yelling commences.
Chez Racquetball Canada, notre objectif est simple. Offrir des programmes qui encouragent une passion pour le mouvement dans un environnement positif, amusant et sécuritaire. Notre programme Badge habilite les athlètes de tous les niveaux, de novices à experts, à apprécier à jouer au racquetball à travers un curriculum inclusif et pensé. Le programme Badge enseigne les techniques de racquetball en utilisant des progressions qui développent les compétences graduellement, d'une manière qui renforce la confiance et assure que les participants connaissent le succès. Visitez racquetballcanada.ca ou communiquez avec nous pour obtenir de plus amples renseignements.
Welcome to Ocean Trailer, everybody. A 40-year overnight success story. Well, Ocean Trailer is a family-owned and operated semi-trailer rental, sales, leasing, and parts business. Head office here in Delta, British Columbia, Winnipeg, Edmonton, Calgary, Prince Rupert, Port Kells, and Nanaimo, British Columbia. 250 family members strong, and life is good.
Government of Canada funding and Sport Canada support. We're here at the Racquetball Canada 2024 National Championships, watching a men's open first early round match between number 5 seeded Lee Connell, number 4 seeded Kurtis Cullen. They've each won one game, 11-9. This is game 3. I'm Daryl Davis along with Mitch Braley for your live streaming on Facebook and YouTube.
Yeah, a bit of obviously a huge momentum switch there. Kurtis up 9-5 in the second game there. Looked like he was in full control, getting his serves in. 2 points away from closing it out and lead. Credit to him, took a timeout, came in with some great serves, quality serves, and played some really tight points.
I saw Skip. I don't.
Yeah, Skip back here.
I think so. I was screening a bit, but
yeah.
He had it pretty deep in his stance. It sounded a bit funny. See if Kurtis can. It's been a while since he's been in the service box.
Yes, that's true. Yeah, Lee Connell just took that one over, didn't he, last night? The last one that he had hit was that bounce in.
Stop. Just a replay, please.
Call on the replay.
1-1.
Kurtis Cullen serving against Lee Connell, 1-1. Game 3, they each won 11-9. Best of 5.
Sharp.
Very close.
Second serve.
Just Kurtis just can't, just missing his angle by a little, so he's not getting it deep into the court. He's catching it, or it's catching floor too early, so it's slowing down enough for Lee to be able to do that.
And who chases the ball better than Lee Connell?
No, and he's so good at the re-kill,
Yes,
where it looks like you shouldn't be able to do that, and he's so good at flipping that racket with good racket control. Exactly, yeah.
That was a nice smooth ball.
Yeah, he likes that shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2-2.
Made it look easy. Kurtis Cullen serving, game 3, 2-2. Such a contrasting style between the two of them, though, right? Lee Connell's always yelling, saying something. You barely hear a peep out of Kurtis Cullen for the entire
pretty,
match.
pretty composed out there. Really see him get terribly animated.
Once again, the player doesn't ask for it anymore. The call is made on totally by the referee on a screen serve.
4-2.
That's just a new rule change.
Yeah, well, no, exactly. Yeah, I think it was far enough away. I think that's the right call. It was close, but.
Second serve for Kurtis Cullen against Lee Connell, 4-2.
Side out. 3-4.
Connell gets the serve back. 3-4, as we said, this is a rally point game to 11. It's game 3 of a best of 5. Each player has one victory, one game apiece. He's hit some beautiful backhands, Kurtis Cullen, hasn't he? Off the serve returns, too.
5-3.
And now he's, well, I won't say quietly, but he's built this very small lead here, which, as we know, no lead has been safe in this match. Certainly looking at game 2 there, but. Yeah, he's hit a few more shots that were a little bit more the angle he wanted, the execution he wanted. Just a matter of stringing them together. Really nice serve. I mean, Lee, to his credit, almost off his back foot, was able to re-kill it down the line, but that's really good placement from Kurtis. Might have wanted it a little bit higher, but the angle was good.
Especially on the second serve, too.
Yeah.
He tries that on his second. He'll straight drive on his first serve and then takes a little bit off and hits a bit of a Z. Tries to get a bit of an angle on it. So.
Yeah, it's just going for a little bit too much shot on the return of serve. Sometimes you just got to respect that it's a good serve and be okay to go, something a bit more defensive.
Sealing around the world, something like that.
Yeah, exactly, right. I think it's a good call from Lee. He's going to let this one get away from him here.
Yep. Kurtis Cullen's winning game 3. We'll take a break.
I'm Carla Munoz, and I play with passion.
I play to be a role model for the kids.
I play for the adrenaline.
I play for the love of the game.
With Kurtis Cullen leading 7-3, this third game of the best of 5 men's open singles preliminary game at the 2024 Racquetball Canada National Championships inside the University of Calgary. I'm Daryl Davis along with Mitch Braley. Mackenzie Braley's running all our technical equipment in the corner. And Kurtis Cullen's kind of taking control of this one. Really got his serves going on, doesn't he, Mitch?
No, I think the adjustment he's made is he's using more angle, or he did use some more angle on a lot of serves. He caught a couple wraps, a good jam, some side wall. And when you have his pace and you're hitting low and flat like that, like it's so tough to return because you don't know what kind of bounce it's going to be, what kind of spin it's going to have. I mean, that's a tough return.
Was it ever?
And
he just missed one of those about 3 or 4 serves ago.
Yeah,
too,
I think it may be a little bit lower than Kurtis wanted it because, again, if that's up into your, torso area, you're not pulling that shot off. It was a little low, but, I mean, that's still not easy to bring the racket through at that pace and cut it off.
4-7.
Lee's looking at something if it's
Yeah.
just the way he gripped grip through that.
8-4.
Kurtis Cullen winning this game, game 3. Best of 5, 8-4, 8 serves 4. Beautiful shot.
That's
he did
tough.
that earlier.
That serve, you probably can't see it on the camera, but it hit the floor in the back and skidded, which you get again with the pace Kurtis hits it. And Lee, to his credit, hit a good solid return and stayed
Missed
in it.
the first time and got it on the second time, which
Yeah.
he's had to reload a couple times on this.
Yeah.
He doesn't, like we said, he doesn't quit on a shot, ever.
No, never.
Second serve.
Great shot. Good choice. That wasn't as hard as he can hit a ball. Just nice, slow, right? Make sure you get the
sometimes that's
angle.
it, right? 60, 70%, but a clean swing through it.
Yep. You don't get the extra bounce on it either, right? So. Second serve at 9-5.
Second serve.
What do you think, Daryl?
Lee Connell didn't like the call. I saw it good.
I thought it may have skipped.
Okay.
Well, I thought it may have
That's
popped
why
a
we
bit.
have line judges.
Yeah,
right?
that's exactly it, right? I mean,
Just
it's
to
tough.
get
It's such a tough game to ref.
Yeah.
Lee asking for linesman, which I think, again, is fair. It's a big match.
Oh, sure it is. And, yeah.
After this game.
Yeah.
After this
Yeah.
Tough call.
Yeah,
though.
nothing wrong with that, right?
Yeah.
I think that's
Sure.
totally valid. He
Yeah.
approached it the right way.
And look at you and I, a split decision on it, right?
Yeah.
10-5, Kurtis
We could
Cullen
line
serving
for
to
it.
win. Yeah.
Let's get us in there.
Why not? Ooh. Kurtis did that last game, but it was a 10-10 last game. Hit himself. Wow.
the skip on the right.
He missed a serve.
Yeah.
Right? 6-10, Lee Connell.
I'd like to
serving.
think that, you ain't going to have 4 cracks at it as Kurtis to close this one out.
Yeah,
but
it's
again,
tough.
we've seen Lee's been able to dig down and pull out some tough points.
Yeah, he's getting pretty tough. It's tough in rally point, though. One mistake and Lee's done. But 7-10, he's hanging
Yeah,
in.
he's going to have to keep the serve sharp here. One loose one. Could be the end of the third game.
Figured he'd go there. That's how he got back in that last game. That's how he won the last game. The drive serve on the forehand. Nick Lobb. Oh.
this is where, I mean,
not
for
done
Kurtis,
yet.
it's a little bit tighter now because you kind of try to block out what happened in the second game, but not necessarily the easiest thing to do. Lee seems to play better and better as each game goes on.
8-10, Connell serving.
Tough scrape, though, in the corner.
Yep. Of course, the rally point you can score when you're getting served on. Kurtis Cullen pulls one out, 11-8. That's game 3. We'll be back in a minute.
I'm Carla Munoz and I play with passion.
I play to be a role model for the kids.
I play for the adrenaline.
I play for the love of the game.
Les filles commencent à jouer au racquetball à un jeune âge, mais au fur et à mesure qu'elles se développent en tant qu'athlètes, elles trouvent de moins en moins de filles pour s'entraîner et participer à des compétitions. Par conséquent, elles se retrouvent souvent dans des programmes qui ne répondent pas toujours à leurs besoins sociaux et physiques, ce qui leur donne le sentiment de ne pas vraiment être à leur place. En mettant des programmes spécifiquement destinés aux filles et aux femmes, nous pouvons les inciter à continuer à pratiquer le sport qu'elles aiment. Canadian Women in Sport et Racquetball Canada peuvent vous aider en vous proposant d'excellentes ressources. Changeons le jeu.
I played a lot of matches when I was playing the WRT with the gearbox ball. It's a different ball than the other ones. I think it's better for the game. It's durable. I think for fans it's going to be more enjoyable. The rallies are going to be a little longer, so it's going to be fun.
Ready for game 4 between Kurtis Cullen and Lee Connell of this men's open singles event. Early round, first round. Kurtis Cullen 4 seed, Lee Connell 5 seed. Lee Connell from Saskatoon, Kurtis Cullen from Brandon.
Terry Nelson laid down the law early here. We do have linesmen now.
Yeah, after that last game, Lee Connell and we got Tommy Murray and John Halko acting as lines judges for referee Terry Nelson. This is game 4. Kurtis Cullen won 2 of the first 3. It's a best of 5. You have to first one to 11.
Great serve.
That was it serving.
So I'm curious to see just, again, the mix that we'll see from Kurtis in terms of angles instead of the straight drives, which he was hitting well, but then he'll get those patterns of shorts. So I think the angles have been working for him. He's grooving them.
Yep. Just changed a little bit. He's used that a lot of Zeds as his second serves. So now he's just hitting a little harder as the first time around.
That's good.
Nice recall. Kurtis Cullen.
Good rally, good defensive play. You know, Lee just missed his angle a little bit shallow to come into the center, and Kurt was able to put it down.
Around the world trying to get them in the backcourt. 2-0, Cullen serving. Changing the angles.
Yeah, yeah. Again, like Lee, it's tough because those are the ones when you're a receiver, you almost, I won't say beta, but you feel like you can shoot because it's low and it's coming in, but your room for error is so small, you know, real from a skip to executing. It's tough to make that decision. Do I go defense? Do I shoot? Short, but I also like the change of angle there.
Yeah. Second serve, 1 serve 3.
That's a classic Lee shot. That kind of like leading backwards, rips through with the Yarmakalasu, re-kill. Nice rally.
Re-kill, jumping in the air, right in the middle,
Great guts to both players.
Yeah. Scabs on his knees.
Yeah, oh yeah, they're hitting the floor hard here. Yeah.
Does he ever,
Second serve.
Second serve for Lee Connell. Trailing this game. He's down 2-1 in games in this best of 5.
That's tough. Not much else he could have done with that ball.
2-3.
Lee Connell serving 2-3. Well, close games. 3, serving 3.
Kind of looked like he was going to pinch it there, which it was a shot because it was so far behind him, but that's one thing he's good at is somehow pulling through those that are deep in his stance for clean lines and not just pinches. I think Kurt read the pinch, and Lee saw it and was able to flick it around him.
Boy, can we just see that?
It's tough. He's tough at the front. He's got quick hands.
Yeah, he is. And he's fearless. He's jumping in the air to let Kurtis Cullen hit underneath him. Lee Connell's taking the lead, 4-3. Nice one. Collins hit some nice shots in this deep in the back hand court.
4-4.
4-4.
Good pickup.
Not quite as pretty, but just as effective.
No,
right?
yeah, exactly. He stayed with it, got a good flat swing on it. Sometimes you get rewarded.
Yep. 5 serves 4.
Avoidable hinder. Set out. Okay. Mike Collins, avoidable hinder. Lee is appealing.
Avoidable hinder upheld by the 2 line judges. And we get 2 appeals.
2, I believe, yeah.
5-5.
Lee Connell has 1 appeal left. He lost that one 5-5. But you can always appeal a game-winning shot, a match-winning shot.
Always, yeah.
Always.
Yeah. I don't think they've changed that.
No, that's still in the rules.
6-5.
Just a flyer. That's one of the looser serves Kurt's hit to that side. You can see the frustration from Lee knowing that it was a missed opportunity.
Yes.
Timeout. 1 minute, please.
Lee Connell calls the timeout. Kurtis Cullen serving at 7-5. He's won 2 of the first 3 games in this best of 5 men's open singles event. We'll take a break.
Inscrivez-vous à l'atelier d'entraîneur du programme Badge de Racquetball Canada afin de pouvoir lancer votre programme. Dans notre atelier de 3 heures, vous apprendrez la théorie, le contenu et la façon de mettre en œuvre un programme amusant et excitant. Nous offrons cet atelier.
We're at the 2024 Racquetball Canada National Championships, watching a men's open preliminary game, men's open singles between Lee Connell and Kurtis Cullen. Kurtis Cullen's won 2 of the first 3 games in this best of 5, and he's winning this one and serving 7-5 against Lee Connell. I'm Daryl Davis with Mitch Braley, ready to watch the continuation of a very close and hard-fought match.
Just a couple of, Lee had that loose return on before the timeout and kind of lets that one go there. Had a bit of a drop off here, but we'll see if he's able to sharpen up. He typically has. It seems like Kurt's had like that kind of 3-4 point lead late in these games, and Lee's found a way to get back in the box and stay in it.
8-4.
I don't think that will be in front wall, so my call is point. I saw your hit was good, but I don't think I had enough to make the front row. Okay. So my call is point, Lee is appealing. Replay.
What do you think, Daryl? Think I would have made it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, I was torn. Again, I was glad I was making the call.
Lee Connell wins that appeal, so he's got another one left. Yeah, let's skip.
I like the choice from Kurt, though. He was going to step over, take the forehand from the left side, like pumping it right down that line there. He's hit a few into the right corner where he rolled one, but then he left a couple up. So I think it's that straight in's a good decision. I liked it.
Short. Second serve.
Nice lob.
Tough again from Lee.
It is. Connell's been playing his best late in every game.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. Every time you think Kurt's just about to, I wouldn't say run away with it, but, look to get to the finish line each game, he comes out tough.
7-8. Lee Connell serving against Kurtis Cullen. Game 4 of this best of 5.
Short.
Second serve.
Had him leaning.
Yeah, he did. Kurtis Cullen was leaning to the left. Shot went to the right. That's a nice shot. Those are tough to wait for, aren't they?
Yeah. Oh, it is, and it's got a tough spin too. So, yeah, that's just good patience, good poise at a really key time in this match.
9-7. Kurtis Cullen serving.
Point.
Those cracks we've been talking about, right? There's some strange bounces.
I saw good serve. My call is point.
Match point, potential match point here for Kurtis Cullen.
You only have 2 in total.
2 in total. 10-7 now.
Lee Connell has one appeal left, so he's appealing the serve.
He's appealing on the serve.
So Lee is appealing for a short serve.
Yeah, appealing the short serve. He figured he may as well try it, right?
Yeah, well, exactly.
He can appeal if he loses this point, he can still appeal the match point too, though. So 10-7.
Stop. Replay, please.
Cullen gets a replay. Serves again for the match.
10-7.
Against Lee Connell. It's men's open singles.
Especially if he's going to go straight. I think he's going to go straight left, or he's going to try and wrap it around Lee again here.
Okay. Yeah, that's a tough one.
It's a tough way to lose
11-7, right call though. 11-7, Lee Connell loses that one. Avoidable, and Kurtis Cullen wins it. Heck of a match. The kind of way we expected it to be played.
Exactly.
Though,
that was a blast to watch. Like high octane match, great rallies, a lot of shot making, fun to watch.
Two guys with familiar games, familiar to each other, and knew and respected each other. Played exceptionally hard. A good game to watch too. So thanks, Mitch, for being here. We'll be back. I got a second. We're back at 3:30 with Kobe Wasa against Chris Pochai. So that'll be our next one on YouTube and Facebook on our video streaming from the National Championships. Thanks, Mackenzie. Thanks, Mitch. And thanks, Terry Nelson, for moving so the referee so we could see the game much better. I'm Daryl Davis.